but most of them just think, wow, they did kind of good over there at the Ramsey Blue.
That's interesting.
What? Exactly. Yeah, oh, well, that's the way it is, you know? So, yeah, well, Dave, we know you don't like credit cards, but, you know, whatever.
You got this new co-host, John Baloney, with you.
Merry Christmas. That puts this hour of the Ramsey Show in the books. We'll be back with you before you know it. In the meantime, remember, there's ultimately only one way to financial peace, and that's to walk daily with the Prince of
Hey,
Peace,
it's Kelly,
Christ
associate
Jesus.
producer and phone screener for The Ramsey Show. If you would like to do your debt-free screen live on the show, make sure you visit theramseyshow.com and register. We would love for you to come to Nashville and tell Dave your story.
Alrighty, Ramsey Show over. After show beginning. As per usual, we just wait a few minutes for people to get into the chat. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. And while that happens, I put links into the chat. Let's see, what is that? And then when that happens, when the show is over, I switch to mine. Let's see if we got any more. Nope, still 297. What up, Sid? Got that sugar in that marmalade. Alrighty. Got the notes, got everything. I did a mental checklist. I still didn't look at the actual checklist, but I got everything, I think. Episode 173 is correct. The date 12/15/2021 is correct. Alrighty. Some interesting fun calls. Dave said something else I wasn't expecting. He said at the end there that he said hardly any of his relatives do his stuff. He said they just sit over here going, oh, at the Ramsey house, they got it pretty good there, but they don't ever like do what he did or take his advice on anything. And I guess that's it. I guess he read Boundaries though by Dr. Henry Cloud, and so he probably just stays out of it. It's just like, well, yeah. Alrighty, let's get going. I think they went over a couple minutes. Alright, so as we all know, it's Christmas, it's December, and that of course gives me another excuse to sing. I normally sing at least one song, the Baby Step song, and that'll be coming up. But, and I forgot a Christmas song yesterday. But we'll be doing this one today, Rocking Around the Christmas Tree, I think originally done by Brenda Lee. And, of course, sing along better. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. twice more. Oh no, just once more. Right now, I think. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Woo! Alrighty, whoops. And of course, every day we sing this one. Thanks to Ed Sheeran, who doesn't copyright me every time. Actually, that may be Justin Bieber's fault. I don't know. Listen for the drum taps. Like all plans, it starts with step one. $1,000 emergency fund. Step two, you'll pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of the charges, from smallest to largest. Baby step 3 is next. Full emergency fund of expenses. Stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, then you should do the day's baby steps. Step 4 is when you can take a breath and go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him. I admire the man. I've messed up in this song, but these steps have made it right. That's why I coach, that's why I coach, why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like results you're getting now, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, you should do Dave's baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH. The Ramsey Show Aftershow show brought to you by Tina Sher, the Queen of Sheba. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial, and whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money, Certified Ramsey Solutions Financial Coach. You can schedule a free financial coaching consultation assessment at ramseycoach.com/Coach Steve Money. The link is at the top of the chat and down in the description. You can email me at CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, and you can ask me about scheduling, about what financial coaching is, about anything on my YouTube channel. I saw we had 5 people watching just a second ago, and now it's down to 1. So I think they might have thought it was Oak Island recap. Instead, that will be posted by 8 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, should be posted by 8 p.m. Eastern time if that's all you care about. But yeah, we can talk about Oak Island, computer stuff, video gaming stuff, whatever on your mind, we can talk about it. Also, you can get me on the Insta and the Instagram and the Twitter at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. And gotta have 1,000 subscribers in order to get paid by YouTube. But I mean, we got 300, and it just seemed like not very long ago where I was just at 80. So thank you, Oak Island, for that. Alrighty, thanks for the IO, Sid. Today's Ramsey show hosts were, oh my goodness. This is why I should use the checklist, because I totally forgot about the other song. And the host stuff. Oh well. Today's Ramsey show hosts were Dave Ramsey, author of the I'll at least bring that up. Let's see, Ramsey Solutions.com. One day I'll get a producer, Sid. Maybe one day. Dave is the author of The Total Money Makeover, this book right here. Will change your life. It changed mine. And also, brand new book, Baby Steps Millionaire, is out on January 11th. And that book launch event has been combined with another event, or it has morphed into How to Build Wealth in 2022. And Rachel Cruz and George Camel will also be on that stream. And there's a couple tickets left for that, and that's at some church in Franklin, Tennessee. I do not know why it's not in the. Maybe the church seats more people than the auditorium in the Ramsey Solutions building. Dave's co-host was friend of the Aftershow, the author of the what's it called? The Questions for Humans. There they are. I thought of it before it popped up, so I didn't cheat. Questions for Humans card set and their conversation starters will help you get to know each other better. No phones necessary. Also the author of Redefining Anxiety, and that would be John Deloney. And you get a break from me singing the John Deloney song, but that is in my music playlist, and I probably won't forget to have that queued up and ready to go next time he co-hosts. What up, Maddie Bags? I forgot to queue up the Deloney song. I can't believe it. You know, I need a producer. Okay. Need somebody else to say, hey, do that. Because that wouldn't normally be. I guess I need to add that to the checklist, and then I can just check it off if he isn't the host as well. So there you go. Market report. As you can see, all up today. So it was down. Let's take a look at, let's see, NASDAQ was up the most, so let's look at that. Now this is just today's. As you can see, that's the closing yesterday. As you can see, it was down there all like that. And then all of a sudden, the Fed makes the announcement that they are going to more quickly eliminate the buying of bonds that they're doing to help prop up the market. They're going to eliminate that, and they project 3 interest rate increases in 2022. And I guess people were happy that the news wasn't worse. I don't know. This was what they were expecting, so I don't know why they waited until the announcement. Maybe they thought something worse was going to happen. I don't know. But anyway, after that, it took off, and then people said, "Whoa, wait a minute," and came back down. But then it took off there again, and had one other little hill and valley. But let's see, 1565 was the close, and the top was 16057. So still about 500 points down there. So still got some doing to make back the high, but it might get there. Maybe in the next couple of days, all people buying Christmas presents and such. So maybe the lowest was the Dow Jones at 1.08%. Even Russell beat that, 1.65%. S&P 1.63%. This NASDAQ winning and being at 2.15%, that means I have a good chance at winning fantasy mutual funds with some of the kids in the Ramsey chat that I play that with. And apparently that's a real thing, and I think most of them that are out there, it's just virtual. You're not really buying the stocks. It's using the actual stock prices, though. But, of course, in ours, we just have mutual funds. We don't have individual stocks. Let's click that and go back to, let's see, who we got coming out tomorrow is Accenture, Adobe, Rivian, and FedEx on the earnings report tomorrow, so we'll see how they do. If most of those guys do well, perhaps that'll kick the market into gear. And December 20th, which I think is next week, Micron Technology and Nike. Most followed single stocks on the Google, and most up to date of those, and also which I will probably win fantasy mutual funds for today. Apple up nearly 3 points, 2.85%. And let's see, the least of these today was your Alphabet, which owns Google, at 1.76%. Check out the rest of the planet. Matty Bag's got his vocal cords warmed. I already sang Rocking Around the Christmas Tree and the Baby Step song, Matty Bags. Let's see, where was I? Matty Bags interrupted me. It made me lose my train of thought. Oh yeah, the rest of the world. Let's see what Europe's doing. Mixed. Asia is mostly down. About the U.S. currencies, the euro is up against the U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar up against the Japanese yen. The British pound, though, having some fish and chips on the U.S. dollar, kicking its buttocks. The Canadian dollar is up on the U.S. dollar, and the Australian dollar mate is up on the U.S. dollar. Our pals in crypto, mostly up, it looks like. Bitcoin up almost 1% there. Ethereum, haven't looked at that one in a while. We do not recommend single stocks here. We do not recommend crypto, but the kids love it, so it's nothing wrong with keeping track of it. And it may become a thing one day if you can go into a grocery store and buy something, buy some bread with Bitcoin, then, then we'll talk about it. Alrighty. And yeah, that's it. Okay. The story, of course, Market Watch, and I've reached my article limit, but we just need the headline anyway. Dow surges 380 points, and S&P 500 logs second highest close of 2021 as Fed signals aggressive tapering. That means stopping it, and projects 3 rate hikes in 2022, as I already told ya. We can sing this one. This is from Field Reporter Sydney. Found this. This is the what is it? The Christmas Price Index. What is it? Total Christmas Price Index. And this shows the things in the 12 days of Christmas, the gifts, what the prices are that have changed since last year. Actually, it goes, they are comparing it to 2019, since 2020 was, I guess, the pandy. So Elon must think I tried to go a little bit Scottish there. Yeah, my Scottish and British do get mixed up there. Yeah, Elon Musk did say Tesla would take Dogecoin on a trial basis, right? It's because he owns a lot of it. I think that's what he owns the most of. I don't know if he, and that's the problem. There's not really any difference between cryptos. They just come out with so many of them, and it's worth what people say it is by buying it. So that's, I don't know because it's not based on anything. Yeah, there's no basis for it as far as I know, based on people mining it. But I mean, people mining it is just processing the transactions, so that's not even it. One minute. Yellow.
Hey, would you mind opening the back door?
Yep, will do. Okay, I'll be right there. All right. Well, unfortunately, I'll have to do this one tomorrow and the rest of the after show that I got scheduled today, because I do have to do some last minute work, unfortunately, again. So make smart financial decisions. Sorry for the short show. Have a good night. I will be playing video games at Old Man Video Gaming will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks.